Hey everyone, welcome back to Buick Outdoors. If you're new here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today we're going to be doing a gear review on the Eskimo Quick Fish 3 ice fishing tent. Alrighty guys, so this Eskimo Quick Fish 3 is a 2 to 3 person pop-up ice fishing tent. For the dimensions and all that stuff, I'll put it up here on the bottom of the screen so you know for sure what it is, and I'll just pull that right off their website. But we'll start this off with the outside of the tent. On all four walls, you have the little reflectors on these pull tabs. With this one here, you do have two vents with this metal piece here to keep your vents open. So you have one on this wall, and over here you have one on this wall. There's also four windows, one on each kind of the corner of the wall. And on the bottom you have this nice big skirt. It's about an 8-inch skirt, and you have those really thick heavy duty anchors. One thing that's nice with this tent is you have two doors. You have a door on this side, and then when you come around to this one, you have a door here as well. And on both doors you have these Velcro straps, so when you open up your doors you're able to Velcro it onto the side. And that's basically the outside of the tent. So we'll open up this door, I'll show you the Velcro there, and we'll step inside. So starting off here, you have some fairly decent heavy duty zippers. Take that, grab our Velcro that to the side. And with this door, I'm roughly 5'9", around there. So this door, it's right around that 5.5 foot mark. So you have to duck a little bit, but not overly too much. And like every other tent, you got that little 4-inch step that you have to step over. But as you can see, it's easy enough to get in and out of. Also, when you're standing in here, you know, there's at least 6 feet or more of room in here, so it's great. On the inside, like I was saying, on the outside you have these 4 windows, and with these windows, if you want to close them up, they have little Velcro pieces there, so you can close them up or open them up. Also, these vents, there's one on each side, and again, everything's nice and Velcro, so you can rip it open, slam or shut. Do that on both sides. On each wall you have these nice little pockets. For me, what I use these pockets for is usually I have like my small little tackle boxes I'll put in there, or I use them as like a rod holder sometimes. One thing that's really nice with this tent is when you close this all the way up, you can see how much room you have in here. I got my Big Buddy heater, a lawn chair, and you still have all this room right in here. So for being a 3-person tent, you're pushing it. 2 people, you could come in here with 2 people. But like for 1 person, it's phenomenal. You know, it's kind of like regular camping tents. If it says it's made for 3, it's made for like 1.5. If it says 4, it's made for 2. It's same concept with these ice fishing tents. But what's nice is you can sit here on your lawn chair. You can have your heater over there, or however you want to have it set up. Maybe put your heater over there, and then you can have your fishing hole right here, vice versa, whatever. But you can see that there's a ton of room in this thing, and it's a very comfortable tent for 1 to 2 people. I wouldn't recommend it for 3, but that's just my preference. One thing that you'll notice with the propane heater going in here, and it's an issue with every uninsulated tent. You can't quite see it right now, but there's that little bit of frost starting to gather up already. And if you have vents open, it somewhat helps a little bit if you have them both open on both sides, just to kind of circulate the air. Other than that, there's nothing you can really do about it with the propane going. Propane burns really wet, the condensation gathers up on the walls, and then just the outside temperature cools it, freezes on your walls. But yeah, and then this thing too, the fabric is slightly thicker than other uninsulated tents, and with this one here, I'll block up all these windows and you'll see just how dark it gets in here. And then before I completely close it off, you know, you can look, you can't see any of those weird kind of, I don't know if you want to call them like stretch marks or what, but we're typically with these tents, the fabric is so thin you can see through them a little bit, and they still get dark. But with this one, with the Eskimo stuff that they use here, so with it being completely blacked out, so right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm doing a circle. And you can't see any little rips, tears, tiny little pockets, nothing. And then here's the roof. Again, it is just amazing. Every other uninsulated tent that I've ever owned, you can always have like the little pinholes and stuff on the walls, where this one doesn't have it, and it is phenomenal. Also with this thing, it is slightly bigger than some of the 1 to 2 person tents, but even with the big buddy heater there going on medium, it is toasty warm in here. Like you can see, you can't see my breath. I would easily be able to fish in here right now with shoes and a sweater and just regular old pants on. But yeah, this thing is definitely a nice tent. Here, we'll go back outside real quick. And again, you see that door, you know, it's big enough where you're not messing around, you're not getting tripped up, you're not smacking your head off of there or anything like that. And yeah, this Eskimo Quick Fish 3 tent, it is by far one of the better ones that I own. But anyways, guys, I really hope you like this tent. What I'll do, not only will I put the dimensions on the bottom here, I'll also put like what the kind of price point is right now in, or at the end of 2021. But yeah, and I'll get the price off of like Eskimo or Canadian Tire or both, and I'll just make sure to label it. And then yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this gear review. If you did, hit that like button. Leave us a comment or two. Tell me if you have one of these, or which ones that you have, what you like, what you don't like. And yeah, hopefully you guys subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.